Hey, my name is Sarah, and this is my friend Amanda. We are both Star Dive and Beachbody coaches, and what that means is we like to help people with health and fitness because it has helped us. We're their cheerleaders, and Amanda is one of my coaches who I invited to this opportunity, and I asked her if she would sit down. We're in a hotel lobby, so we can't control background noise, but just share a little bit about her journey because everyone's got a different journey coming into this, and I think Amanda's is pretty cool, and it's going to speak to you. So tell us a little bit about who you are.
All right, so hello, my name is Amanda Freeland. I live in Alpena, Michigan, and I have a 3-year-old little boy named Grayson. He's a lot of fun and very energetic, and I've been married for 9.5 years, but have been with my husband Ben for 14 years. And we're expecting our second baby. I'm 19 weeks pregnant, which is super exciting, so expanding our family. We recently bought a house, so we're in the middle of renovations and just a lot of big life changes. But I'm really excited to be talking to you guys about this today.
Yay! And tell us a little bit about what you did before you were a coach.
So when I was in high school, I knew 100% that I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach elementary education. I love kids, I love teaching, and I was great at it, and I loved teaching. But the summer after I got married, I gained 20 pounds and wasn't feeling very great about myself and wasn't feeling challenged in my career, honestly. I felt like I had hit a wall. My 4th, 5th year teaching, I was actually asked if I would be in administration, and I was like, I'm a 4th year teacher, and I have so much I want to do and learn, but no one was offering the opportunity to do more or learn more, and I was looking for something more, and of course I had this lovely friend who had a perfect option for me.
So that's my next question. And just so you know, you don't have to leave a job to be a coach. Amanda's got her own unique story of how this helped her. But so how did you actually get involved in becoming a coach?
Yeah, so I always knew for myself that I wanted to be healthier, but I wasn't someone who ever worked out. Ever. Like, I was in high school sports, but I was always...
Interjection, she told me her workout was walking to Dairy Queen.
Oh, yes. Oh, for sure, for sure. Like, couldn't ride a bike for more than 5 minutes without being exhausted. So, but I believed in being healthy, and you start to feel icky when you gain that weight. And like I said, I gained 20 pounds in one summer and just wasn't feeling good about myself. And I had met a parent of a student in a class who introduced me to the athletic club where I now work. And so how it went was I started taking classes. I joined what's called a Corporate Fit Challenge, and then from there I started taking classes more regularly, started feeling great, started losing weight, loved the environment, loved the people I met in fitness, and became certified in Turbo Kick, then became a Group X instructor, then became a personal trainer, and it's been such a fun journey from being somebody who never worked out to now standing in front of classes teaching other people how to work out.
Right. So you don't have to be a fitness professional either to be a coach.
Right.
You just have to like it, and Amanda found that made her feel better. And I remember, so Shakeology is a big part of coaching. It is a supplement. You can treat it like a multivitamin that will satisfy the micronutrient deficiency that the majority of us have, and that micronutrient deficiency makes us hold on to weight. It causes all sorts of other lifestyle kind of disorders. It's a big deal when it comes to nutrition, and Shakeology is a great solution for that, and an easy product to stand behind because the integrity is there. There's nothing artificial, there's no fillers, there's no junk. It is all from the earth to the bag.
Right.
Anyways,
so one quick thing about that is you can't get in your everyday, like going to the grocery store shopping, you can't possibly buy and cook enough food for yourself to get the nutrients that you need for your body to work and function properly. Shakeology fills every gap that you might have. So if you eat raw, if you eat vegan, that's amazing. That's amazing discipline. That's a great lifestyle for, a super healthy lifestyle. But that's a very small percentage of the population. Most people don't know anything about that or don't know how to eat well. So when you're in the grocery store, you can't possibly buy enough food or cook it the right way well enough to get all the nutrients you need anyway, right? So Shakeology does fill those gaps, and it's such a great supplement, like Sarah said, and it makes things so easy. It takes the guesswork out of a meal while giving you everything you need.
Can you tell how passionate she is about it? So the part I was going to remind her of is this girl loved Shakeology when all this other fitness stuff was going on. And I was like, dude, you buy Shakeology all the time, you love this. Have you thought about doing what I do as a coach? Because she would literally just tell people, I don't know why you just don't have a shake if you're struggling with that meal. Like, this would solve all your problems.
Yes.
So
That's true.
you know, if you've never tried Shakeology, let's get you to try it and make sure you feel that way, because it is a huge part of being able to help people without us having to know how to make meal plans. It's so nice. And Amanda's expanded her nutrition, passion, and education a ton, but that is literally what got her to sign up. And she was like, oh, okay, and it's grown from there. And so we'll save a lot of that part. But just tell us a little bit about what has being a coach done for you physically.
Oh my gosh. So I have, and I'm sure so many women can relate to this, I've always struggled with body image issues. I have been referred to as bigger boned, as shapely, as all kinds of things. I have a booty, I have thighs, and people like to use all kinds of fun words to describe
Thick is my least favorite.
Right. And I've never weighed, so when you look at the doctor's scale of what you're supposed to weigh, I was actually at a point where I was considered obese, even after I started my fitness journey, because of how I'm shaped and how I carry weight, and that doesn't feel good. So starting a fitness journey literally changed everything. It didn't just change my confidence in myself. Like, I never ever pictured standing in front of other people to teach them how to work out. Not in a million years, because I was so scared to walk into my own first fitness class when I was like bumbling around and trying not to run into other people. So it changes your mind, it changes how you feel about yourself. And for me, that's a huge part of it. Fitness has been something that's helped clear up me and like in my heart and mentally. It's just changed how I feel about myself, and that has changed how I present myself to people, and that's changed my relationships. I'm so much less sarcastic and pessimistic. I'm a better wife. I have a ton more patience. I believe in people, just genuinely more believe that people can and will and should change their lives to be healthier and happier. And I didn't believe that before. I thought people were just naturally sarcastic and like, oh, whatever, like life is short, let's do whatever the heck we want all the time. And that's just not the case. Like, I've surrounded myself with incredible people who believe in wellness, and that's such a big part of it too.
So she touched a little bit about mindset in there too. And of course, like moving and things like that, fitness is a big part. And with coaching, would you say you were exposed to just so much positive thinking, developing yourself, like being a better version of you, really helping you turn in? I like to think of it as we help people be the person they've always dreamed of being. And that doesn't mean a six-pack. That means like inner and outer self.
Yes, oh, for sure. So when Sarah asked me to be a coach or to sign up, our discussion literally was, so you can get a discount on your Shakeology. And I was like, yes, I teach kindergarten. Like, do you know how much kindergarten teachers in Michigan make? Like, did you say discount? Sign me up. I drink it every day anyway, or mostly drink it every day that first year. And so I jumped in and said yes because of Shakeology. And I was doing my workouts at the gym at that time, just at the gym anyway, but this was a great nutrition piece. So for about 2 years, that's all I did. I was very resistant to Sarah telling me about this awesome team and telling me about this opportunity.
So much more she could do with it.
Right.
And you don't have to, is the point. She's still got to have that great discount, but there was so much more.
Right. So I got the great discount. I was feeling better and better. Really every month for those first couple of years I was drinking Shakeology. And then I said to Sarah one day, she actually came to my classroom. She was in my school, came to my classroom. And I said very honestly to her, like, I just don't feel challenged. I feel frustrated. My school's talked about this, administrative, training that they offer, but no one, and I've said I'm interested, sign me up, I want to do that, but no one ever talked to me about it, so I was feeling super frustrated. And she just said, like, will you please give this a try? Like, she just asked. And once I said yes, and once I said, okay, I'll give it, and in my head, I'm the type of person where I'm like, okay, fine, I'll try this training if it doesn't work, because I wasn't quite there yet, right? Like, the whole package wasn't all together. So I had the fitness and I had the nutrition with Shakeology, but what I was really missing, the whole package, was the team and the support. And when I started helping other people and felt that accountability and started seeing their lives change, then I was able to really take ownership of my actions and my ability to be a leader and really see the potential in this business as something more that I could do for myself, even if I wasn't feeling fulfilled in my career, even though I loved my career. I just knew I wanted something more for me.
Yeah. I love that this can really be like a part-time hustle, is how we talk about it sometimes in the business. Like, you don't have to be a full-time coach. You can love it for the discount. You can love it for part-time, helping people here and there, or it can be your main thing. Like, you get to pick, and we have the tools to help you do all that. So Amanda's a teacher. She loves teaching, and she's really good at it. If you don't mind sharing, so Amanda's school closed. Are we okay talking about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So she's got this plan to be a teacher, and now she's got this fulfillment from coaching and helping people with their fitness, and this other outlet to really like give her what she needed because she wanted to give more. And then your school closed, and like talk a little bit about what was able to happen because of coaching.
Yeah, so I had my son Grayson in November and went back to work. So I got lucky and could take 8 weeks with him maternity leave instead of 6, right? That's so sad. I'm sure many of you can relate to that if you have kids. I got lucky
and
because...
if you're Canadian, we're so jealous.
Right, oh my gosh. So my maternity, my 6 weeks ran into Christmas break, and that's the only reason that I could take 8 weeks instead of 6. And so I went back to work in January, and I was always that woman who was like, I'm never gonna be a stay-at-home mom. What do they do? That's so dumb. Like, they don't do anything. They complain because they have to do dishes. Like, I'm a career person. Those are all really negative, horrible things to say. Like, I've been a stay-at-home mom now for a couple of years, and I get it. It's not that way at all. Like, but I always knew for myself that I'd want something for me too, right? And that's okay. So it was January, I went back to work, and I had just started really diving into this opportunity of coaching and was making some extra income. And we used that extra income to hire a friend of ours to come into our house with Grayson every day as a nanny, Monday through Friday, while I taught. And that's not something that I ever thought we'd be able to do. So Grayson's never been in daycare. So from January to June, the rest of that school year, she was at the house with him because of Beachbody. And that was primarily that income was just going to her. And we got a great discount. She, like I said, she's a friend of ours, but still, to have a nanny, like that's
a big deal.
It sounds so funny to even say.
It's more expensive than daycare to have a nanny. Yes.
Right. So, I mean, that right there was like me thinking, wow, like this opportunity can allow us to do things that we've never talked about, thought about, or thought possible for us, for our family, for our future. And so at the end of about the midway through that last part of the school year, so it was April, we found out our school would be closing, partly due to the actual building, the owner of the building, and then due to some other issues too. And we were a charter school, but it was going to be closing. And my husband and I sat down and talked about, you know, this is the income I make now. If we didn't have a nanny, if I stayed home, that income would be ours. What else would I need to make in addition to what I'm making to cover what I was making as a teacher? Or like looking at our budget, what could we cut out to find a balance? And we found the balance, and when we looked at it, we were like, first of all, it's really sad what I made as a teacher. And I mean, it's not just about income, you guys. I would never say it's just about income, but and time. I mean, you know, if you've taught before, like your investment on the weekends, your investment in the evenings, your investment in events, and caring about those kids and parents coming to before school, after school, the issues that you deal with, the meetings that you deal with. Like, I loved teaching, but it came to a point where I felt like I had to choose between being a mom and being a teacher, and that was really hard for me because I knew we did want more kids. So when we sat down and looked at our budget and figured out we could make it work, I decided to go more all in with coaching and started talking with more people and just looking at the opportunity as more of a business.
The part I've loved so much about her story, but I love the fact that she had started this because she wanted more fulfillment. And who doesn't need more money, right? More money means we can do more of the things we want to do in life, whether that's give to other people, create memories with our family, our loved ones, go on fun shopping trips and not being stressed, like whatever it might mean to you. But she had started that, and so when this happened, the school closing, it wasn't like you had a backup plan.
Right. It
And-
wasn't panic mode to have to go apply to other schools and find another job. It was a decision that we were able to make because there was another opportunity there.
Right. And I won't make Amanda share her income, but I don't even know if you said it. Like, she makes more today in coaching than she was teaching, which
Twice as much.
and disclaimer, like, there's no guarantee that you'll make the same amount of money in Beachbody. What we love about this company is that you have to truly care about people to ever make money in this.
Right. And not to interrupt, but
No, go
the
ahead.
really cool thing, like, I always think, like, you know, sometimes there's that fine line talking about money and income, but how cool is it when you can help someone live that happier, healthier life? Like I talked about before, I had no confidence. I was super negative, sarcastic, overweight, feeling really bad about myself, feeling like I was lacking purpose. And because of health and wellness, I'm this totally different person. If you could package that feeling and give it to someone, I don't mean to say sell, but sell it to someone, I guarantee they would buy it. If they could experience what that feels like. So working as a coach, it's really cool. Like, we get to help people through nutrition and through fitness lead up to that happy, healthy feeling. And that does change lives and that does change families.
Definitely. Yes. We'll probably start to wrap up because I feel like happy hour might be starting in the bar above us. But
Which we're not going to.
no, who knows, maybe. But gosh, coaching just allows you more freedom, more joy, and it's about helping people. And I think like so much of what Amanda does is still teach. So she gets to use so many of the skills that she loves, and she gets to still learn and share and things like that. It just gave her and her family more choices. Okay, just to finish it up here, it's such a hard question to answer because there's probably so many answers. What would you say you love most about coaching?
Oh gosh, yeah, that is a tough question. There's so many things.
And I'm bringing it closer so they can
bring
make
it
sure you
in.
hear us.
Bring it in. There's so many things I love about coaching, but really honestly, I feel like it's the support for, you know, that mental health aspect when it's so easy to get in your own head, but when you're on a team that believes in you and believes in helping other people, it's so much harder to go to that place where you're like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, I don't believe in myself, or I don't believe in what I'm doing, because it's a real, honest mission with integrity.
Easy to stand behind.
And it's something that people need. You know, it's not fake, it's not a fad, it's not something that's going to go away. People need to be healthy if they want to live happy lives with less stress and less disease. Like, that's a fact. You can't change that. So why not be a part of a mission
Right.
to do that for people?
Right. And the mission of Beachbody is to end the trend of obesity, to end the trend of mounds of debt, to end the trend of constant self-doubt and overwhelming anxiety. And dude, like, we're not perfect, but I think we're, you know, if life was split in half and here's the not perfect half and the perfect half, we'd be on the perfect half more often. But yeah, we go to the not perfect side a lot too, but we're here more often. Like, if it was split to not healthy, we'd be healthier more often. It's about like getting to the upswing of life instead of being in the downswing more, because if you spend more time in the upswing, you end up having a better and better and better and more fulfilling, happy life. So,
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
there's so much we could tell you. And that's what we do. We're mentors to people who want to do this too. So you need to reach out if you think this is a good fit for you, and we'll talk about that and have a spot for you on the team if it is. Yay! Thanks, Amanda.
Awesome. Thanks for taking the time to listen.